Wanluv the Kubolor is here. I don't know how good your football skills are, Wanluv. Are you cool? You did play football?
Stomach direction.
Stomach direction. That was how you described Obuo. I saw a picture of Obuo looking very full. And then you guys were just playing with him on social media.
Looking very unbarren.
Unbarren. It's very much
heavily
so.
Pregnant, you mean?
I just said unbarren.
Wanluv, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Happy New Year to you.
Same to you, man.
It's good to see you here.
I think the second time I was saying Happy New Year.
Yeah, oh yeah. So hey, why not? We do different things. So you're welcome. First time we're having this conversation here at GH1. Yeah. And
the helmet, though.
Yeah.
The helmet.
Yeah, I mean.
I see electricity.
That's all.
Just that.
Right now, it's just electricity.
Electricity GH.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's no more affiliated.
So how long have you been wearing it?
I wasn't going to wear it anymore. I've been wearing it since 2014, September, somewhere there, when we're doing our film, Mensa and I. And I decided this year I would not wear it when I heard the badges were coming. Okay. But then I just started hearing more lights off and stuff, so I just...
So is this a kind of one-man protest against what's going on in Ghana?
Yeah, but it doesn't really work the way it should, but at least it makes people laugh. But because when I pass by the people who are kind of responsible, they smile and wave at me. They're happy to see me wearing this, you know. So I don't know what I'm doing.
So let me. Yesterday, I don't know if you have read or I don't want to ask if you actually watched the press conference from the Flagstaff House.
Oh, I watched it from Twitter.
You did?
Yeah.
Your general impressions, and let's look at, I remember, I think our colleague Bernard Avle asked a bit of, a question on utilities, and I don't think I heard the president actually answer that.
Yeah, I was just interested in what Nanama and...
Nanaba?
No, there's a Nanama. She was she's on Twitter. She was retweeting.
She's a serious
tweeting some of, the lines. And it took me back to a line that was released, I think, by the government after the Red Friday protest.
Yes, Occupy.
And it sounded like, it went to the tune of, we want Ghanaians to know that the promises we made are still there. I don't know what that means. It just sounds like air.
Exactly, and so you didn't get it.
So that is how I approach this.
Let's come back to you. Oh my goodness. So what? You're siblings to Vanessa?
Yes. Scarily so.
Scarily so?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Why do you say scarily so?
She's a terror.
She's a terror?
Yeah. Did you hear the laughter?
Why is she
Is she around?
She looks so sweet.
No,
innocent. How can she be a terror?
I think some people here laugh when I said
sister?
that, though. Yeah, she's my younger sister.
What? Did she terrorize you as a baby sister growing up? How was it like?
My sister is the most stubborn person I know.
Oh my goodness.
I remember giving up on trying to control her when I was about 11 or 10, and there was no bread in the house. And my mother asked me to go and buy bread, and I was doing something, and my sister was just sitting there, and it's just down the street. And I said, why doesn't Deborah go? And my mother said, no, you go. And I said, no, today Deborah, I'll go. I shamefully have to say, we got into a fight where I was even kicking at her legs and so on, got very angry. And she was just saying, kill me! Kill me! I'll never go and bite! Never! You can't kill me!
This is Deborah.
Deborah. And from that day on, I knew that I can't...
You lost the case.
Yeah, I can't control her. I mean,
I'm sure she was going you think that you're the father of the house to be sending me. When mommy sent you, you sent me
but the bread, I think it was for her. Otherwise, I wouldn't, the bread was for her.
But who can control you, Wanluv?
Deborah. I think that people who can control me.
I think you're out of control.
Really?
Yeah. You're fighting Christians.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
There's a song like that you have, where you are
You have to analyze the lyrics. It says, I love Christians.
You love Christians? No, give me the lyrics. Give me the lyrics. You don't love Christians. I can read those lyrics to you.
A summary in just that one. You
I want to read the lyrics. So this is one of your songs.
Okay.
I was listening to your music on YouTube yesterday.
Oh,
by the way, I like The River, For the River.
Oh, okay.
I love that song. And then there was
a collaboration.
Spare Me That. I like that song.
Oh, wow, thanks. Yeah, I saw you tweeted that. Thanks.
Yes. But this is your song. And these are your lyrics. I wish I could kill every Christian because I love them. and send them right up to heaven for enjoyment.
Yes.
Because when I look at this planet Earth, in fact, Christians are suffering, working hard, every day slaving away for the pay for their pastor for his offering. And then you predict the death of 4 men of God. Or supposed.
But you see, in all that, you can see that I care for Christians. I've said I love them. I want them to enjoy. And I don't want them to stop giving all their money away to the pastors.
So you want Bishop Duncan Williams, Bishop Daniel Obinim, Pastor Chris, and Prophet T.B. Joshua to die for what?
No, I don't want them to die. I just predict how they will die.
Okay, and Pastor Chris will die from what? Bleaching really? Overdose?
Yes.
How did you see
think so? I had a vision.
You had a vision? Now you're mocking these guys.
No, it just came to my mind, you know, like, that's how.
Exactly what inspired this lyric?
You know, like, there's a lot of men of God who, I've seen this one tape of Obinim just, like, having a row of people walking by him and just slapping them and hitting them and just saying, you die tomorrow, you do this, you can't give birth, come to me later. And I just can't buy that, you know. And so I'm also doing my predictions.
And you think he will die of a pedophile sex act? You think he will die of a pedophile sex?
Yeah, during. I should have said
okay, I'll name that. I will speak about your father as well. So you think you are predicting Duncan Williams will die in a car crash?
He likes cars.
You are predicting also that T.B. Joshua will die in a building collapse?
Yeah, because he had a building collapse and they covered it up, you know.
The South African.
So you want him to also die in a building?
I want to enjoy the spoils of his labor.
And then Pastor Chris will die from a bleaching cream overdose. These are your words.
Yeah, he's too bright. Like I think he's doing something extra.
Have you predicted something for your father as well? He's a man of God too.
Yeah, but you know, my father is a different kind of pastor. It's like people come to his church with problems and he helps them solve their problems by actually placing them in places that can empower them or actually helping them financially. So I've been telling him he's been doing it wrong, but as a joke. I'm saying he should make money from like the other guys.
But then if he made money, then you'd have to predict his death.
Yeah, then I'll have to predict his death. So that's why I didn't predict his death, because he hasn't done that.
Are you intentionally just annoying people?
I'm not. You know, this morning, there was a woman outside. You know, it's just that religion is infringing, and the EPA is even aware of this, in our personal spaces, in our public spaces, actually, is what I wanted to say.
You're talking about the noise once you bring in EPA?
And, you know, when you see people in a church, I remember I walked by a church once, and there was 5 people there, huge church with microphones, everything, and they were doing tongue practice. When I asked them what they were doing, they said it was tongue practice.
What does it sound like?
To just, like, as if they have eaten hot Indomie, you know, and then taking a phone call, oh yeah, I mean, what tongues practice, and then continuing. So,
oh, as in tongues?
Yes. Tongues, yeah. Yes. And so for me, it's just my therapy. I have to give them a yin to their yang. I have to kind of resist, you know.
Who sent you?
It's just me. Nobody has sent me. I just feel like I'm being oppressed by this noise, which I don't believe in. Some people believe in it, but then take it as a personal thing. I don't mind if you're praying, you know, through your own voice, not through microphones for the whole neighborhood to hear, where some people are Muslim, some people are traditionalists, some people don't believe in any God. We have to endure the sound of one particular.
Are you an equal opportunity critic?
Okay.
Because some, you criticize Christians. Would you write a song like that against Muslims?
That means you haven't really been following my work.
No, would you?
I have, even with Mensa, we have a song called Sexing Islamic Girls, which the Muslims were
Sexing Islamic girls.
The Muslims were not happy with, and we've...
What were they not happy with?
Because they don't want people to know that Islamic girls have sex, I guess.
But why do you want us to know that Islamic girls have sex?
Because I've had sex with some Islamic girls.
Okay.
Okay, listen. Really,
it's too late for you, right?
Look, I mean, religion, very sensitive.
Yes, this morning.
And I'm surprised that you're actually targeting these areas.
They're in my area.
What is it?
They enter my space. Like this morning, I'm lying down in North Kaneshi, and there's a woman with a megaphone, 3 a.m. She's walking by my wall, by my window, screaming prayers.
I've stopped people like that before. Yes. What did you do?
It is true, but...
I was going to stop her, but I'm new in the neighborhood, so I was just like, let me see what happens. And somebody went outside and snatched the megaphone from her. So I was like, God is doing miracles in my life.
You're God, right? No, listen, but... okay. Did I just go blank?
Oh, please.
Really? I mean, yeah, I was asking, nobody really lives in an island or on an island.
Yes.
You live with people, and I think that you don't think that you have to learn to accommodate
I do, and I
other people?
really do my best, you know. I think I'd be more radical if I didn't. And if I didn't find these outlets of music, I might be more physical about my behavior. I was in Nairobi for a week, and I didn't see one signboard of a church, but they're more religious than Ghanaians. And I didn't even see a church building moving around the
They've
whole
just
city.
recently regulated what you can say on the radio about pastors promising miracles and things
You
like
see,
that.
so we need some kind of sanity level.
How do you describe yourself, Wanluv? Who are you?
You are a Kubolor.
Yeah, I'm just like a simple Ghanaian-raised boy who just likes standing by the roadside in the evening when people are going home from work and looking at them.
And you're Romanian too?
Yes, I'm Romanian born, not Romanian raised or schooled, but I do speak the language and I go there often.
So you travel. I know you're widely traveled.
Yes.
And in fact, for me, I see you walking barefooted with this cloth wrapped around your waist. We're told you don't even do underwears and all of that. How do you manage?
Can you confirm whether you wear Kyoto or not?
We're not saying to. We're not saying
I
to.
do not.
If you say confirm, please don't push them.
No, I just asked. He says he doesn't wear
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. We know what happened with the last request for confirmation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're not going to go there. But we take your word. You seem to be quite an honest and upfront person.
I try my best.
I get that with your sister as well, and the last time she was here. But listen, I want you to answer my question. How do you manage it with the harsh weather of the winter and all of that? Do you go abroad dressed like this?
If it's summer, I'm dressed just like I dress in Ghana, t-shirts, short wrap.
Okay,
If
but
it's
it's not
cold,
always summer.
I wear a double, like I use two cloths and I make it like ankle length. And then I wear jackets.
And you still walk barefooted if it's
I still
cold?
walk barefooted because
In the snow?
Yes, in Europe, you are never out. Even people who are wearing shoes geared for the snow don't stay outside more than 10, 15 minutes. They're always on their way into a building or into a transport
Subway,
vehicle or something.
whatever.
So, and I have timed myself to where I can walk for 15 minutes in minus 15. But any more than that, I know I'll start.
Where's the coldest you've walked barefoot?
Bern, Switzerland, it was minus 15.
What did the people think of you walking around without shoes?
I mean, you know, different countries in Europe have different kind of crazy things.
What did the
where
Swiss think?
They just thought I was brave, like, to do that. Because, but they don't, you see, when they see you walking by, they don't know I'm coming from a venue and my hotel is right here and I'm gone. They think I'm walking around like that. So in their mind, like, I'm not a human being.
Do you get people go like, that's a cycle right there? I mean, like, really?
Not really. People are more intrigued. Like, and I've had people offer me shoes. I was recently in Germany and
They offer
some
you
people
shoes?
thought I was a Syrian refugee, so they came to like offer me.
When was the last time you wore shoes, really? Last time you wore shoes?
Oh, just last Saturday, I played basketball with Yalsechi at L1.
But that's cheating.
Okay.
Why do you have to wear shoes to play basketball?
If I always play, I play barefoot when I play, like on the street, like street ball and the rest. But in competition where everybody else is wearing shoes, when you don't wear it, then they seem like they can't go do the 100% in front of you.
Yeah, but that's I don't buy that. We are wearing shoes here, so you alone are not wearing shoes.
But
How is it different
this
on
is
a
not
basketball court?
a very demanding environment. We are not making demanding movements on our feet.
Yeah, but Kempinski
Okay.
demanded that you wear shoes.
Kempinski is a
The
different
hotel-
situation.
What happened in the Kempinski hotel affair?
Okay, let me get to that. But before that, I've been to 50 to 100 hotels around the world, India restaurants, some higher class than Kempinski. And in every situation, I've been approached by the manager or the head waiter or somebody there to explain why they may have a problem. The only strong reason they've ever given me is that I would injure myself.
Oh, they're looking out for you.
Yes. So then, and still I haven't been turned away. They make me sign a waiver of injury. Like, if anything happens to me,
It's not our
my
fault.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then I'm let inside. So in the case of this, I wasn't even directly addressed by this manager.
Who was this manager?
I don't know. It was a Caucasian guy. I did not speak with him because one of the security guards was excited I was there, so we took pictures and he came with me all the way upstairs. Like, he wants to show me the restaurant. So he was speaking to the security guard in the range of my hearing, with other guests sitting outside in the lobby area. Now, for me, the first thing, as a manager, or as the managers I've seen speak to me before, I've spoken with, to avoid some kind of embarrassment of your guests, you are a hospitality business, you come close to them and you speak to them in a low tone. I am the manager for this restaurant. I'm sorry, we have a policy here. Can we offer you some shoes? The security guard says, you don't wear shoes at all. I find that quite interesting, but can I offer you something? Because, you know, some of the guests may not be. You speak to me, and then I decide, oh, I'm okay, you know, I'll just. But what happened was I wasn't spoken to, and he just spoke about a policy within earshot of the other guests.
Kind of embarrassing you.
Kind of embarrassing me. And then he made sure, because I felt that from my hostess, Lavinia, was going back to get Pa John and yourself and another gentleman who's
my brother.
Oh, your brother,
yeah,
okay.
We look alike.
It's true, yeah, I think. And she had to ask the security guard, please, can he wait, can he remain here for a few minutes so that I bring my friends to come and just say hello and before he goes. Which means, in front of Lavinia and the security, the manager had also told them to escort me out. That's what I will assume, because she's asking for permission for me to remain there for a few more minutes.
I read the statement which said, they didn't sack you, you left.
Mensa found that very funny, because if I can't be there, what do I do? Do I suspend in the sky? Or?
Probably they expect you to just hang around and wait for your guests
at the elevator
to finish up and come out.
Yeah.
But
How do you feel?
definitely you were, exactly. You said he was embarrassed.
I felt, slightly. How Kafui and Lavinia came out to me and just, hung
So
out
you were
there.
there?
No,
made
Sana,
me feel.
Sana, my brother.
So it wasn't you?
It wasn't me. That's my big brother.
But you guys, I thought it was you there.
It's our father. Good genes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought it was you.
No, it wasn't me. It's my big brother. Yeah.
Is he taller than you?
Slightly. Half an inch.
Oh, he's
That's the
tall.
only thing that was clicking in the
Yeah,
background.
yeah.
Wow, okay, yeah, I see. Sana.
You're smart.
I didn't know.
Observant.
Yeah.
At least you noticed the height.
Yeah, I felt something was different. Anyway, yeah, so I'm kind of sad because the head of security has, approached me. He came to my house, and the owner also spoke to me, but I just feel they should have handled, the social media was where they were weakest.
Yeah, they are losing followers on social media.
No, they're actually gaining. They
They're
had
gaining now?
60,
Yes.
and since this incident, they have almost 200.
Oh, so they are benefiting from this?
Yeah, they're kind of benefiting. But the problem is, as a social media personnel, you're always scanning for the Kempinski word and for Accra and some other keyword or a misspelling of Kempinski.
Yes.
And so as soon as something shows up, you notify the administration.
Yeah.
How can we solve this?
But now it's Kempinski Wanluv. That's what's happening now.
Yeah. And so, and they did publicly apologize, but I did not like the apology.
What was the apology?
I have to read, it has to be read word for word, but I don't remember.
Is it
But
on
it's just to
Twitter?
the tune
I'll
of,
look for it on Twitter.
It starts off by saying, we have a policy, but we do admit the issue could have been handled more elegantly. We are sorry. The first line should have not been there, because I am already aware of the policy, and that wasn't my issue. My issue was the dismissiveness of the manager.
I think that was an
So
unqualified.
if they just said, we are sorry for what happened,
Finish.
Wanluv, that's it.
You would have just ended it.
But they still try to put in a Trojan, message
Horse.
in the air.
And you link them to Hitler. You say on the day that they were sacking you, that Mein Kampf, which is Hitler's book, was coming out. What was that link?
Yeah, it was a ruthless coincidence. You know the Mein Kampf?
Yes.
Yes.
Hitler's.
Yeah, so it was just, I think that's one of the things that made them really sit up when they saw that, because no German company wants to be associated
With
with
Hitler.
that kind of
Yeah.
history.
Can we talk family now?
Yes.
Tell us.
Yeah, my
marriage,
son was recently here, had
kids.
such a good time. He came from, it's his birthday today.
Oh.
Let's go.
Today's 13th.
of January.
13th.
Can you sing happy birthday for him?
Mulțan trăiește, la mulți ani. Cine se trăiește, Cogiu se trăiește, la mulți ani.
What language is this?
That's Romanian.
Romanian. Your son is Romanian.
He's Romanian, Ghanaian, Japanese.
His wife, your
wife is
his mother is
Japanese.
Japanese.
So is his
Romanian.
wife. No, just listen. Yeah, his mother is just Japanese.
Japanese.
And
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I am the piti.
Are you married to her? the mother?
No, I'm not. But I feel children are a stronger bond than wedding rings. And the
So
pub-
at least that kind of ties two of you
yeah, I
together.
feel that's like more of a wife than, you know.
How long have you been
I do.
together?
I'll say 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
Is this the picture you have with? I saw a picture of you with a woman, and you said you were married, but she's not happy, but it's okay because you are happy for both of you.
Oh, no. That was a joke. I was in Romania in the mountains with my daughter from Copenhagen and her mother. And we're sitting at the train station, and the couple had just gotten married, so they were taking wedding pictures by the trains. It's a very old, picturesque station. So they wanted to borrow my guitar for the shoot, and after that, they wanted to take a picture with me. So my friend took a picture on his camera and cropped the husband, the groom out,
And put you there.
put me on Facebook saying I just got married.
But the woman doesn't look happy.
Yeah,
That was photoshopping.
But how many kids you have?
I have 5. 5 from my testicles.
From your testicles. I wouldn't expect anybody else to provide any testicular content.
With the same
for your-
woman?
for your
One
own
woman?
baby.
5 women, but there's one woman who already had a child before I had one with
So that
her.
is your extra testicular child.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you're right.
Okay, so explain that. So that makes 6.
That makes 6.
Okay.
Okay, from different
Different
women.
women.
5 different women.
From which countries? I hear you are an internationalist.
America, but she's African American.
Okay.
And then there's the UK, and then there's Ghana, and then there's Danish, and Japanese.
How much you
Any-
pay? How much you pay every month for this?
I don't have a monthly salary, so, you know, it kind of varies. Like, I'll pay rent in Ghana for 2 years for, you know, some kind of chamber and hall situation. Then I'll pay in London, I'll probably pay like some small nursery fees and winter clothes stuffs. Then in America, same winter clothes, pocket money, skateboard. So it's like, you know,
You don't pay school fees, is that what you're saying?
I pay school fees in Ghana, but the mother does, I think, at least half of that. She also pays. So.
How do
these women
the women
feel?
know of their existence? Do they know of
Yeah,
their
some are
rivals?
friends, some talk to each other.
Some are friends.
Yeah.
Wow.
You must make a lot of money from. You hardly play gigs in Ghana, and I'm assuming that you're getting money from royalties. I know you're a great songwriter. I've seen the awards you've won for songwriting, international songwriting competitions, and you play a lot of gigs abroad.
Yeah,
Does that give you enough money to take care of your brood of children?
I won't say enough because I also need some of the money to reinvest in my crafts, like making films, recording, and buying equipment. So I'm not yet at that comfortable level, but I don't have any debts.
You are debt free.
Yes.
Any other women to add to the collection?
I have a lot of girlfriends, and at some point in time.
Okay, you are involved with other women
lots of-
apart from
Yes.
these ladies.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Wow.
Let's take a wild in 60 seconds.
We'll come back.
We'll come back with Wanluv Kubolor, who is telling us about his life, really, his career, the Kempinski, his children, why he doesn't wear shoes, and things like that. Stay with us. This is GH Today. Don't go anywhere.
More than half of children in South Sudan are not in school, the highest proportion in any country. Niger is a close round, with 47% unable to attend school, followed by Sudan, 41%, and Afghanistan, 40%. Ethiopia's government has rejected accusations of a brutal crackdown over Roma protesters. Authorities in Switzerland have for the second time emphasized that the Swedish government will soon return Nigeria's $300 million confiscated from the family of its first former military ruler, Sonny Abacha. Chinese authorities have allegedly detained a Swedish human rights worker in Beijing amid an ongoing crackdown on activists.
Righty. Well, still GH Today, we're enjoying this conversation. Tell us, let's now move away from the women and let's move away from the women and let's talk business now. So what, as we wrap up, tell us exactly what is happening now, the projects for the year,
Wow.
What are we to expect this year?
So a couple of things going on. I'm leaving in a few weeks to... We have a concert at the British Library in Houston.
Who's we?
Mensa and I.
Okay.
And
you know Mensa?
I know Mensa, yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually going to go there.
Oh, really?
No, Mensa is my junior.
How are you going to go there?
No, like
You're
Martin de Paris days.
Yeah. But how are you going to go there? I don't understand.
No. Well,
are you talking sexually, or you mean like
really,
topic-wise?
Really? Mensa is my junior from school.
That doesn't mean anything.
You know, ask him. He knows
anything.
Betty. This morning, Anaba was, she's Elizabeth. Yeah, whatever.
Mensa went to a day school. He got sacked. Then he went to a cracker. He got sacked, and he finished school at St. Mary's. He wrote his exam at a girls'
St. Mary's, like really?
Yeah, he wrote his SSE there.
I know we can go on and on with you, but we want to know exactly what the projects are, what to expect the year.
Oh, okay. So we're doing this London and British Library concert, and we're doing one, there's a CTM festival, it's like media and future media in Berlin, and we're doing that as well. Then we're coming to Ghana. Wow. There's an environmental event going on the 24th at the Alliance, which I'm behind the scenes on. We're inviting very forward, moving companies that take the environment into...
Companies like?
Clean toilets. There's some companies that are offering solar power.
Okay.
So. Then there's one on the 27th, which is me and Mensa's concert, the FOKM Boys concert with friends.
What's FOKM?
Okay.
Friends of Kwame Nkrumah, and sometimes fools of Kwame Nkrumah.
Okay.
Enemies. And sometimes fools of Kwame Nkrumah, his old clothes. And then we are doing Asabakons, the festival we do at Buzia, 5th, 6th, and 7th March. And then Mensa and I are going to America, if I get an American visa, to do South by Southwest. And then we're just working on the 3rd film. We're working on another film and some other small films and projects.
You talked about if you get an American visa, do you have difficulties?
I've been bounced 2 times.
Okay, so you've never been to the States?
I lived there for 7 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so since, I know it happens a lot,
deported?
right? People...
I was self-deported, that's what they say. I involuntarily deported myself.
Okay.
So that gets more punishment than being deported.
You were self-deported?
Oh, you deported?
I just left.
You deported yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you were talking about organizations that you were going to be working with. I was tempted to ask, do you find it difficult or getting support for your crafts?
In Ghana?
I'm kind of linking this with your brand and indeed what these other brands, might be looking for.
Yes, I mean, there's brands that I've been spoken to by some documentaries. A Switzerland company was nationally sponsored to do a documentary on myself and Mensa. And there was one head of marketing at one of these telecoms which said, we were their favorite artists, but they can't touch us because we're unpredictable. And they need predictability at that level.
We are flat out of time. Quick question. You exposed yourself some time ago on national TV. What do you think of Weiser?
Oh, wow. Okay, so before I go into Wiser, I was in a studio.
Okay.
It wasn't live.
Okay, it wasn't live.
And they blurred it.
But it was still national television.
Yeah, but it was showed blurred.
Okay.
Then people went to YouTube and saw a raw footage and then assumed it was blurred.
How about Weiser?
Oh, my God. I needed more time to talk about Wiser. Because as a human being, I find nothing wrong with what Wiser did. As a Ghanaian, I do find something wrong because I've been programmed religiously because I still do have some religious sensibilities. And as a culture, I also find it a bit, wrong. But if people speak of morality, it's like, which affects the country more negatively? Wiser's sexual act on stage or police taking bribe at a barrier, which is, because you can go to Germany where the country is functioning so better than Ghana, and you go to places where they have public sex.
Okay.
But they are more concentrated in the infrastructure and people getting good housing, medical aid, good schooling, and so on. That's where their focus is. They don't use sexual immorality as a distraction.
So you're just wondering what the whole shouting is all about?
No, I understand what it's about because I'm a Ghanaian, but I feel we need to focus on other things.
Your naked pics are on the internet. I saw you and Mensa hanging, letting it all hang.
Is that really you?
No, it's them. I saw them.
It's me. But I am Wiser. I'm sorry that people have said that I'm more endowed.
You are more endowed. On the pictorial evidence, I wouldn't disagree.
On the pictorial evidence. But something can happen, yeah.
It can happen, yes. Well, one love. All right. We could stay here right now.
But thanks.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
For a Wednesday morning, thank you, One Love.